What is up, y'all? This is another episode of I'm Almost Joking, the podcast. I am one half of the Disrespective Collective. I am Craig Smith, a.k.a. Sincere Life, here with...
It's your boy Queese, a.k.a. Dash, here for episode 55, like Junior Seau's, R.I.P. to the legend.
Junior Seau.
You remember Seau?
Yeah, I remember Seau because his last name confused me as a kid when I was playing Madden on Sega Genesis. And I was like, yeah, Junior Shaw. Yeah, I want to use Junior Shaw. And it was like, nah, it's Seau. And I'm like, that is not Seau.
Yeah, nothing about how that joint looked say Seau. I just remember it from a commercial.
Yeah.
It was a commercial where they was like, Junior Seau, make him say ouch.
Yeah.
Like
That's why I was, because in my head,
commercial.
yeah, anyways. But I'm with them, though. Seau, shout out to him, though. Shout out.
R.I.P. He died. So.
Rest in peace to him. Yeah.
Gotta show him some love. How was your weekend?
It was all right, man. A lot of knowledge, King, you know, African born, you know, God, all my... Nah. I've been watching Hidden Colors documentaries.
Oh, that makes sense. Get your ass a dashiki.
Boy, they said that about the pineal gland. I'm like, no wonder. That's crazy. I never knew it was really a physical difference in between. Oh, man. They should.
What did
this
you
is
learn
why
watching Hidden Colors?
Everything, bro. We created everything. None of this stuff would be here without us. You know, we started it, even though I already knew that, but now I actually know.
Start calling you Craig Irvin.
Or at least they gave
Craig Ree Irvin.
Well, at least they gave like an explanation for how stuff happened, because that is, you know, you wonder like, all right, first we all know everybody, you know, original man, black, we know that, first person in Africa, so obviously that's cool. Science has proved it is cool, right? But now, how do like white people come about and all of that then, right? Mm-hmm. And then, you know, upon our travels. Go to Antarctica, get caught in the ice age, the 10,000. Your hair pores is different now because you gotta survive in the winter.
Believe everything they said in the video?
Do I believe everything they said in the video? First of all, I am a documentary kid, Queese. Now show me a documentary that says otherwise, I might have a conflict. But right now, all of that made sense, and I don't have no opposing side.
It's supposed to make sense.
That's the tricky thing about documentaries, bro.
I'm just talking because I believe this.
But I'm saying, but that's the tricky thing about documentaries, though, because you're right about that. The way they presented it and the way they said it, and they had all these dates and times. Not once did I listen and question and be like, how do y'all know that happened? 800 BC? How do you know?
I don't know.
How do you know?
I'm going to keep it a buck, right? When I was watching, I watched that joint like years ago, right? But when I was watching, I was on my same thing. Where I was on my Spike Lee, Kyrie Irving, you know, Black Panther. I was trying to get me some dashikis.
Man.
Like, we was on some like, girl, wear your hair natural. Like we was on all that stuff, right? But then once my like excitement from learning about Black history like wore off, then it was like I had to really like judge it like I would judge anything else. I questioned it and it was like,
eventually,
bro, how you know, fam? Like. You wouldn't alive, bro. That's why like I don't believe in religion.
But he
it's
had
like
all
none
these
of us would know.
They was dressed so African.
We heard
and
all
stuff,
these stories
man.
in the
They
Bible.
was so militant. It looked like, hey, yeah, nah, they know. See, I don't gotta do the research because they did the research and given the knowledge to me. And so confident in their research that they encourage me to go do the research, which lets me know that I ain't really gotta do the research.
No, you
Because
always
who's
gotta do
gonna
the
lie
research.
to you and tell you to go look it up?
You always gotta do
Who
the research.
gonna lie and say, hey, go look it up? I know, because nah, if you lie, you just want to get away with the lie.
Of course.
Yeah,
It's
so
a reason
nah,
to get
I
away with the
believe
lie,
it.
though.
I believe.
You selling something. You selling a product. There's always a reason to lie if you selling a product.
Yeah.
Period.
And it was stuff I did. I mean, I knew. I guess I thought about or knew, but it was like, guess the way the stuff how they said
They
it was
set it up
making
perfect.
sense.
They set it up
It was like all the statues got African features. I was like, they do.
No, I was watching a documentary one time where they was talking about the like the Freemasons and how they came apart and like the Egyptian pyramids and all that. You know, they was built by people of color, right? Who didn't have any there wasn't no architects, there wasn't no building plans. They literally was building it like off their head. Like, we gonna get this stuff, we gonna build these great pyramids that's lasted, you know, thousands and thousands of years. And I'm like, that's so dope. And then it hit me like at one point, like, hold up. How y'all know who built the damn pyramids? Wasn't nobody around.
Hey, well, we know they was black. We know that much,
We don't
and
know
that's
what
all
they
that
was.
matters.
We don't know if they was black, white, women, men, Child, we don't know who the hell built them pyramids.
Well, we know,
but the story sounded good, so I'm gonna rock with what I seen in the documentary.
We know they was poor. We know they was slaves, and we know they was black. That's all. I'm sure the king had people working for him too. Let's not get it twisted. Just because he was the king and he was out here spreading all these riches around, it was still some people who had less.
What if it was just village people who didn't have cribs and thought like, hey, let's just build this stuff so we can live in them.
I take that back.
I'm saying we don't know what the history is.
I would take that back because the way they made it seem like he was just out there giving, and black people was so. It just made so much sense to now, right? Because all right, let's get into it. The way that he made it seem is like Mansa Musa had all this money, mass riches, and he was just living wealthy in Africa because this is what we was plentiful of, and we had everything, and we didn't need nothing. So it was probably just they made it seem like paradise, so everybody's cool. So I would imagine, like, yeah, why would we be slaves or have to work? That's why I say I take it back. Why would we be slaves or have to work? I want to help build this because I want to contribute, like, to this community or whatever. So many riches. Let's spread this out and go over here. And then they said they went over to Europe. They was living in shambles and stuff. Makes sense. And then you go there and you fix them up. Y'all ain't even bathing. All these diseases, medicines. Let's fix all of this stuff up. Now, what did we got y'all out of that? Y'all like, we ain't never going back into that. So in fear of that, because y'all been in the Ice Ages living in the caves with this mentality of we got to survive, kill, whatever, we got to make it. We can't go back to that. So you take that mentality into the world, leading to the world as we is today, which also leads into why black people are so forgiving and godly like and all of this. And I ain't gonna get into the religion portion of it. That's a whole nother thing. But the fact that we are so faithful and believing in that and just so graceful, and we, every time they had an argument of, if y'all, flip it on the other hand, and when y'all get the upper hand, y'all can get revenge and take. It's like, we don't even think about revenge. We don't be thinking about we finna.
Okay,
I think that's a part of being the graceful part and all of that.
I disagree. I don't think black people are graceful. I think black people are forgiving to white people.
That's what
Black people are not forgiving to black people. Black people are vicious when it comes to black people. We hate each other now. But we will sit there and, like, you will have a person cower to a white person. They be scared. Oh, I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to offend them. But then there be a nigga right there, be like, man, fuck that nigga. Like,
I think that be whether people know it or not, or whether they realize it or not. I think that's the Americanizing. That's the training, and that's what you've learned and been taught. I'm talking about on the natural sense.
Yeah, but
because you're right. But it's also black people that don't have that. You're talking about a certain. You're talking about.
We ain't talking. No, we talking. No, most black people now don't even speak to each other. I ain't even talking about just niggas. You can be out in public, walk past black people all day, and nobody says hello. Like, won't even say hi to you.
I don't know what that's like, man, because you probably right with that, because I'm sure it probably happened. But I kind of make sure you see them so seldom out here. Like, I make sure that you
see black folks all the time out here, bro, and motherfuckers walk by and don't say nothing.
Chances I probably know them, but if I seen that, actually, I was thinking about that. That's weird you bring it up, because it happened to me more frequent than usual, like last week, kind of. And even today, and just see somebody somewhere, and it's like, once you make eye contact, it's like, what's up? And they say, all right, what's up, or whatever, or they'll say something, and I'm like, oh, So that's why I'm like, damn, that do be happening, but it is, I don't know, maybe it's just
you can't even see a black woman and be like, how you doing? You looking real good today, without her rolling her eyes, being like, I got a man.
See, that's only reason that's different. Only reason I think that's different.
No, it's not.
Only reason I think that's different. But that's man and woman, though.
No, it's not different, because you can see a white woman and be like, you look nice today, and she'll just be like, thank you. And she might not give you no conversation, but she'll at least be like, thank you. She don't go to rolling her eyes or I got a man or, you know what I'm saying? It'd be different, bro. It'd be different.
Do you take any account for the different lifestyles that either one of them lead?
No.
That's probably why you feel that way.
These white people be going through this. Man, these white people be going through stuff too. Do we care? No, because we ain't white. But what I'm saying is, it's a way that you interact with each other. I don't care what I've been through. I'm always going to be more inept to say what's up to a black person. If I'm out and a black person like, yo, what up, bro? I'm like, yo, what up? I'm going to be more comfortable talking to the black person, even if my antenna got to go up, because I might have to size that situation up myself and be like, I don't know, dude might be on BS. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to still speak. I'm going to still be like, yo, what up, bro? Before I really going to be like, yo, what up to
That's kind of how I assess the situation. If they don't say what's up, then it's like, what you really on there? What you got planned for me if you don't want to say what's up?
That's what I'm saying.
But like, even when when it's like black women act like that, it's probably because when it's usually a black dude saying something to them, they probably trying to talk to them or approaching them a certain way, so they be on edge already, so they be on defense.
No, they think that we always want to talk to them, and we just saying.
I know that,
nice.
but
yeah, exactly.
That's why
we
I
know
asked,
that.
Do you account for what they may be going through daily?
I don't care what they're going through daily. If I give you a compliment, you should say thank you.
But even if you the 25th nigga that told them that,
then that means you look really nice. 25 dudes said you look nice, you should say thank you 25 times. We ain't like that. If 25 different women came to you and be like, man, Craig, you look nice today, you're going to be like, oh, appreciate it, thank you. Every time.
I'm going to think I can fuck 25 women that day. That's me, though, because I'm a man.
Don't matter.
I'm a man.
You're going to say thank you. I don't care what you thinking. That's why I don't care what she thinking. I don't care what she thinking. I don't care what you thinking. You're going to say thank you. Right or wrong?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's also a specific type of black woman, too, by the way. But
man, I'm not doing the whole, well, not all black women.
Because the way you said it is like, if you definitely say that, she going to react that way. And it's
we're not
if she do.
Too many act that way. I'm not finna go into the, listen.
It's a reason.
And it's
a reason
because
of what they like.
I'm always talking in general. I'm not talking for every person on planet Earth. I don't care if you woman, man, black man, white woman. It's nothing you can say that everybody does something. Everybody don't even breathe the same. Like, we're not doing that. It's people that can't need breathing machines. We're not doing that. I'm talking about most people.
And even in general, most black women ain't gonna react like that.
Craig,
when you speak to them or get them a compliment.
This is how we gonna fix it. This would be good for the podcast, right? For the next week, every single black woman you see, compliment her. And then you report back next week on how, take notes of it. Grab your phone, take notes how everybody react. That'd be a fun thing to do.
Only reason I wouldn't do that is because...
Why you wouldn't do it? See?
Because
scared.
I'm not
Craig's
going
scared.
up...
You want me to do it? I do it.
Because I'm not going up to every black woman and saying that. Because if she look like she gonna give me that attitude, then I'm probably not gonna say that to her.
You sound real scary right now, Craig.
Nah, I sound like... If she look...
For content purposes.
If she look ghetto, like she gonna snap at me or she on...
It's a lot of black women look ghetto. It's a lot of polite black ghetto women, too.
Nah. Well, it is a lot of polite ghetto women.
I ain't
but
saying
if
all
she... Look, I'm not going...
All ghetto women ain't mean, Craig.
Most of them are. But, yeah.
How could you say most of them are, Craig? Have you met most women that's from the ghetto?
Well,
I hate people say that. That'd be irritating.
I grew up in what some people would call the ghetto, and they usually have mean attitudes because it's not fun living in the ghetto. So most of us got mean attitudes.
It ain't fun for nobody living in the ghetto. That don't mean you should... But we gotta change that too. Because you from the hood and I'm gonna walk around just angry at everybody and hate life. That's why people be so eager to kill somebody.
But I'm gonna walk around with a defense up, and if I don't know you, you gonna have to go through that shit.
Craig? A compliment. I ain't say you going up to a chick and be like, yo, let me get your number.
You also gotta adapt the Patrice O'Neal method of the bear, the bunny, and the deer, and you might be trying to compliment a bear, and they don't want that. So you might have to flip that energy a little bit.
I don't care about no bears, rabbits, dogs, none of that. If somebody give you a compliment, the correct, responsible, mature thing to say is, thank you.
Everybody ain't correct, responsible, and mature.
My point exactly. That's my point. Most people ain't.
So why would you go up to them and tell them?
Because you the one just made the comment that, well, you know, not everybody is.
You can usually see if somebody is not correct, responsible, or
really.
mature, though.
It's a lot of chicks that walk around resting bitch faces that's hoes. Like, what are we talking about?
All right.
They be looking mean as hell and got ran by 3 dudes 2 days ago. Like, what difference are we talking about? Shout out to the resting bitch face hoes. Might have experienced a couple of them in life.
I wouldn't know what you're
allegedly
talking about. I don't even know if that's a thing for real.
Oh, it is. No names will be said on the podcast.
All right. So another thing, man. We'll just. All right. Oh man, real conversations, right? This one is whatever. So I watched this podcast. Everybody know what happened. Adam 22, no jumper, blah blah blah. If you don't know, I'll run through it real quick. Hopefully quicker than I did when Mike's was off on the podcast, right? Then we'll get into like some bigger questions because it's really a story about friendship as far as like I'm concerned. But with Adam 22 situation and then a friend of his on this podcast or whatever, and it's been said before about like, you know, culture vulture attacks or whatever, allegedisms, whatever you want to call them, and like just do anything for views type attitude at the expense of whoever. So with that being said, you get this last kind of straw which people is feeling away, which I don't know, it just bothered me a little bit seeing how it unfolded. So what happened was some information came out about a friend of his who was a longtime friend of his and actually works for his company. And the information came out on his platform on a podcast with him that he does with another unfavorable kind of host. But I get it. Probably trying to get a different audience, different views. We know how the algorithms work, whatever. You know, you got the black people over here with the hip hop, and now you get to go over here and play with the right wing and the red side or whatever. So if you know, you know. So we got a different podcast, and over there he decides to interview some trans women. And before that, it was a trans woman who's a porn star. She goes on there, and she gets to saying things about his friend. And he says, I'm going to edit these things out. And in the midst of editing these things out, his editor apparently missed one at the end, and now this information comes out. So now the damage is done. And his excuse was, Adam 22 excuse was, that's my editors. I told them to edit it out, blah, blah, blah. They didn't edit it out. To my knowledge, I don't think nobody fired yet. That says a lot to me. That person should have been gone. I don't care how long you've been working there. If that's my friend and I asked you to do this, you're supposed to be on point. Also, you got to take accountability and not even mention your editors at all or what you did, or break a 30-minute video showing your text messages about what you did, because this is on you. If anything, if the information that sensitive and you want to have an interview and put it out that bad, you get a final cut of the video. You watch the whole thing. You make sure everything is gone, and then you say, okay, put this out. If it's that sensitive, that's me. Me personally, though, wouldn't even done the interview, wouldn't even put it out, And it was just wild seeing, like, all the excuses and all the other stuff he make, trying to, like, flip it and everything. And I've seen him do it before with other stuff about being, like, like when somebody died, he'll post an old video to get those views, and, he'll spin out of that or whatever, and it's like, all right, whatever. But this one is like, when it come to, like I said, it just felt the way, because if this your friend, this your man's, you really don't care about nothing. And it's like, at a point, it's good to see that finally people kind of seeing through that, but it was just wild to kind of see that. And my take, I'm not even doing that. Like, whatever type of information it is that come out about anybody I rock with or anybody I know, whether they doing this podcast or not, whether it's a friend that I don't know, I'm not going to bring it up and use it in no type of way. And if that person want to get mad and go expose it on their own, like I went on there and they trashed my whole interview because you want to get this platform, they trashed my whole interview because I said blah, blah, blah. You didn't do it on here, though. If you choose to do that, that's on you. But you didn't do it on here, and I won't be responsible. That's just how I feel about it, and that's what bugged me the most. And, I don't know. Like, in that situation, do you feel like he should have not did the interview? Do you feel like editing it was cool? Do you feel like, hey, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
First off, he frauding. He frauding. He knew what was edited out. It's your platform, bro. He know everything that's finna get posted before it get posted. He already seen it. He approved it. I'm not buying it. You didn't know that part. You knew that part was in there. But this goes back to our discussion last week. He's an opportunistic dude by nature. He knew what, like you said, if that's your man's, you shouldn't even have the interview to begin with. But let's just say you just that much of an opportunistic person. You say, well, it's going to be good content. I'm going to still do the interview. If you even had any ounce of realness in you, you make sure none of that stuff is in the interview. The fact it made it because you knew people gonna do what we doing right now. We gonna talk about it. We gonna be discussing if that's good to do to your friend, if it's not. People are so opportunistic. He knew what he was doing, bro. This what I said about us. If we had an episode and I say, yo, I don't want this content out, and then I die and you release the content, you're being opportunistic. He knew what he was doing by releasing this content. Like, no one's gonna get fired because he knew what he was doing the whole time. Nobody's gonna be held accountable for it. None of that.
In the interview, he did say, now I'm just worried about people saying that I'm a bad friend. He ain't worried about being a bad friend.
He was
you worried about people saying
he was aware. He was aware of his moves the whole time. He knew the whole time what it was doing, what it would look like, what people would say. He's not a dumb dude. Adam 22 ain't dumb. He know what he. None of these dudes dumb. Vlad ain't dumb. Vlad know what he doing. Academics, these dudes ain't dumb. They know what they doing.
And I think that's the part that frustrates me because you go up there and you just kind of want accountability. Hey, my bad, I messed up. And which he did say that, but with the whole spinning, as soon as you mention your editors and bringing up text messages, and she did say it one time on the day before on live, so I did kind of, well, it was kind of already out there. Why is you making up all these excuses and bringing it? Yeah. Like, what is you doing that for? I don't know.
That's fake. That's why, like, I don't even support that. Like, I don't watch Adam 22 and them. Like, I watch content creators who I think got some kind of moral compass to what, or they stand on something. Yeah. I watch Doggy Dime, shout out to him. I watch Stino. I watch Doc Hicks. I watch certain people who I feel like they keep some kind of standard to what they doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Adam 22, he gonna do whatever gonna get the views. He gonna do whatever gonna get the clout, whatever's gonna go viral. Same with, Vlad. They gonna do the same things that's gonna go viral. Even how they title it. They know what they doing, bro.
100% with the titles. Don't even get me started on that. Which I ain't really mad at them on, except for when it's like nasty work. Shout out to Stino for that. But when it's like
nasty work, yeah.
But when it's like that, then I'm like, all right, but sometimes it is like I might start wording our clips like we talk about Gabrielle Union doing, like, because that's what the clip about. It ain't gonna be nothing, super salacious just to get the clicks or word it away just to get people to be like, I think it was some video he did and it was about some dude and some YouTuber back in the day when they was younger. They used to like, hit girls under the stairwell or whatever. And you know how it be when you coming up or whatever. And he titled it, what this dude and this dude used to do under the stairwell.
Man,
why would you title it that?
That matter of fact, that goes to speaking of Stino. This just happened a couple days ago. Shout out to Stino. So he was discussing the Blueface Christian Rock thing that happened. That's another thing. Why did we see that footage? You could have edited that out so nobody ever saw that. But he know these are the things that's gonna go viral. So Stino was reacting to the clip.
Ain't never seen the back of that studio.
Nah, man, should have never seen that.
But you're saying my bad.
Stino was reacting to the clip, and Poetic Flacco jumped on the live. From Adam 22 jumped on Stino's live and was talking with Stino and trying to say slick stuff. No, I don't like that dude. Look, bro, I don't care. I don't care about offending nobody. I don't know these dudes. But Stino violated him, and that's why I rock with Stino. Stino straight violated him, told him to eat Frank. got right to it. You know what I'm saying? Got right to it.
Trust me, he do. Frank. He was in the clubhouse defending this transaction.
Bro, these dudes have no moral compass.
I ain't even trying to do that.
I feel like that's what it is with like a lot of these people that become popular. That's why I feel like it's a people problem. Cause like y'all supporting I can cuss. Y'all supporting fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like people support too many of these content creators that be just total fuck niggas. And these are people that's creating the narrative for the culture that they ain't even a part of for real. Like these dudes ain't even a part of the culture. What if Adam 22 ever did he a porn star, bro?
It's the views, man. It's the numbers and the view, because they like you up there, and you could say like it's like any other job. The one thing I don't get mad at, I'm not gonna trip on them so much. I mean, I wish they would speak up more, but also I'm not gonna really speak up as much as they do with my boss. I know it's a different lane, it's a different thing and all of that, but when you got the mentality of that, it's not like he up there calling them niggas or something. It ain't like he up there doing extra racist stuff. He might be doing racist stuff bipartisan, even by teaming and doing the podcast with Dude, because Dude did some extra racist stuff
What
before.
What do he do racist? Because I don't pay attention, so what do he do racist?
I don't even want to get into it because I haven't seen anything with my eyes to speak on and
just
let people know.
Allegedly and tell me what he did.
He just allegedly did some racist fuckery on YouTube and stuff. Google Danny Mullen if you want to get the details and see what he did, because I only heard stuff, so I don't even want to repeat it, bro. That's all. But he done some racist stuff. That's what they say.
Get you on your
you can't
stuff,
look,
bro.
You can't. I
be
can't.
Too scared to talk about these things, bro.
If I knew, I would talk about it. I don't want to talk about or co-sign some stuff that.
All you gotta do is say allegedly
anything.
You can say allegedly this what was said.
Nah, bro. I don't know for sure.
I'm gonna start going live. I'm gonna start going live myself and talk to the people for real.
If that's the case, you can just allegedly say anything and bring up and throw anybody's name with anything.
You a journalist?
No,
man. No journalist, bro.
If I seen it or whatever, but it wasn't.
Anyways,
I'm not finna say
I'll bring it back next week. I'll bring it back.
Look up Danny Mullen if you want to know what racist stuff he did. If you don't know, Cause I don't know. I didn't see it and I didn't look it up.
Man, our fans ain't
heard,
going to search no damn Danny Mullen and see what he said, bro. They listening to us for us to tell them.
Exactly. Well, believe me when I tell you he racist then. All right? That's what I think. I think he racist. I want to know what he said. So whatever.
So I can go on and I can get on his helmet if he said something he really violated.
But like even by aligning himself with him and then being like, well, that's him. That's what he think. Like you can't even be able to do that. But if
you are who you hang with.
That's what I'm saying.
If you hang with a racist, you racist too.
But how do you, somebody who don't believe in that or don't move that way or don't operate that way or just strictly don't give a fuck, what's the point of even conversating or trying to get that point across to them? You just let them, hey, you got it, bro. That's how you is. That's how you are. And you gon' like you building it and you got it. So that's what people gonna follow you and keep going. You rich, all of that. You good. You could be that way. And with the working thing is like they can get up there and they can say stuff and have like how they say and this how I feel and all of this with it, but that's your job. So if you quit and leave, which some of them could and they'll be fine, but see
that's not me, bro.
You gotta move. You gotta make that move and do
it. Money ain't gonna never make me act different. I'm who I am. With money, without money, I'm going to stand on the same stuff I stand on. I'm not going to say, oh, this person got money, so it's okay. No, nigga, you should get violated. Like, money don't make you real. Money don't make you cool. Money don't make you none of that. If you a sucker, you a sucker. Like, your money don't mean you not a sucker. Like, these people should be getting called out, bro. Like, that's what's wrong.
Look,
the coach don't never want to call nobody out because they got money. That's why everybody's scared to say something about Gunna. Oh, everybody looks. Shout out to Lil Durk. That's why I like Lil Durk. Lil Durk is the only one that actually came out and said something. Everybody else kind of pussyfooting it around it. I'm going to unfollow him. I ain't going to say nothing about it. But everybody, mama asked him to say about 6ix9ine. Why? Because he was an easy target. Then nobody feel threatened by him, so everybody can keep it real about him. But then this guy over here, let's not say nothing about that.
I think it's because 6ix9ine really snitched and Gunna. People still trying to hold out hope. Like,
no,
maybe that
they
wasn't
picking
really
and choosing.
snitching.
Nah,
yet.
they picking and choosing. That's snitching, bro. He was in front of the courtroom, and they asked him, was you in the car with this defendant? Yes. Was these things yours? No. Well, who else is it?
What if Doug say it wasn't mine either?
Then they both get charged.
What if the last person that had the rental had left it in there?
Nah, that ain't how it worked, bro.
That probably could have happened.
We watched them snitching. People still trying to be like, well, maybe he didn't
I got
snitch.
a bunch of people in my house. They be using my car, so I don't really know who it could have been, honestly.
People be having picks and chooses. I don't like that, bro. I don't be on that.
How do I know you didn't put that there, officer? What did you show up here with?
He should have said
Is there a
that
video of that? We ain't got no proof of that. I should be arresting you. Citizen's arrest. You know? No.
He should have said that then. Should have said it.
I'm just saying, man. Where we at? I forgot what we was talking about before because I had something to say, but then you brought up Gunna. I just got a notification, and it's right on topic to this right here. I just had to defend Gunna.
So,
what is it about?
It's about the trans community wants to cancel Aretha Franklin's "Natural Woman" song. I just got a notification for it. Okay, bro. Look, trans community. We shout out to y'all. Y'all doing y'all thing. I don't really care about what y'all doing in y'all bedroom. That's y'all business. What you identify with, that's your business. All things support you, good thing, right? Y'all gotta chill with just trying to cancel everybody. How y'all trying to cancel Aretha Franklin's "Natural Woman"? Like, this is getting out of hand, bro. Y'all gotta chill out.
You know what this is,
y'all
man?
Gotta relax.
This is whoever. I said this a few times about stories that be coming out from whatever outlet that be making these type of stories and headlines or be putting this out into the ether, into the world. These are the people that's on that team that just want the fame, the clicks. These are the baller alerts, the shade rooms, the this is a no, I know this, but what I'm saying is the person behind that or the person behind that group or whatever that came up with this claim, they just want this. They just want, talk about, look, man, look. First of all, we not canceling Natural Woman. We ain't canceling no Aretha Franklin.
None of that.
We ain't doing none of that. That's not happening.
Kick rocks.
All right?
Kick rocks. We not canceling that.
And I'm going to just say this.
Make another song.
You cannot change the definition of words based on how you feel, okay? Other people feel things too. Other natural women, other men feel things too. So we can accept everything that y'all want to be, and that's fine. Y'all got to relax and leave us alone. Because just because it's a certain thing as a natural woman, that ain't no slight on whatever a trans woman is trying to be.
See, that's what I'm tired of, bro. Like
that's the part that bugs me.
It's one thing to support people and how they feel and how they live their life. Like, man, me supporting you don't mean you gotta knock everything that's about straight people. Like, a natural woman is a natural woman. She should be proud to be a natural woman. If you a happy trans woman, make a song called Trans Woman. But don't be thinking a natural woman song gotta go because you trans. That's like me saying, I'll make a song called, like Styles P made I'm Black. Love the song, right? Make you feel black and proud. Make you feel good about yourself. Yeah, I'm black. But if when Meredith Brooks, she made a song called I'm a Bitch. I love the song. And all she was saying was, I'm a bitch, I'm a mother, I'm a child, I'm a lover. Like, she talking about how she feel as a woman. Cool.
I like the I'm Black song example you meant, because when Styles P was making the I'm Black song, he wasn't telling that white people or anybody that's not black that they can't be that now. Now that I'm black, you can't be that. That's not what he's saying. He was celebrating. I'm white. He was celebrating exactly. He was celebrating what about your whiteness,
but make it.
And writing his true experience and putting that out in the world for other people that may feel like that. The same thing that you can do. So if anything, you make a hit song as dope for y'all community, and then y'all can play both of them and dance to them, because I'm sure that used to go off in the club at some point.
It's like what it is. It's like the trans community. They try to always separate themselves, but then want to include themselves at the same time. You can't do both.
That's what I was gonna say too.
You can't separate
real
yourself
quick before
and
I forget.
include yourself. You'll make me lose my thought. Trying to get your thought out.
Because you were saying when they was talking about natural one. Now you want to, because we gotta accept who you. Not God, I shouldn't say that. Because we support and accept who you are. Because I don't feel like I got to, so that's why I don't want to say it. But because I support whatever you want to do, because it doesn't got nothing to do with me. That don't mean that you gotta erase us now. Now, just with the cis stuff, I thought I was just a man. Now I gotta be like cisgender. Like, I didn't even know I had an extra thing on me. But I gotta get that now, just so you could be who you are, and it shouldn't be that way. I could just accept you as who you is, and everything and add it on, and just keep going. I don't know, man. I feel like they make it too confusing, and it shouldn't be that confusing.
I just feel like it's selfish, and I feel like people playing both sides of the fence. One
It's
moment you want to be included and you feel like nobody should treat you differently and you just a human and we should treat you as a regular human being and nobody should look at you funny, whatever, for your choices or decisions. Okay, cool. Then the next minute you say, hey, I'm more special than y'all. What y'all doing is wrong. What we doing is right. So screw what y'all doing. That's what I don't like. Like, I don't like anybody in general that's like that. You know what I'm saying? Your decisions is your decisions. Like, it's straight people I don't like. So just because you're, LGBTQ, that don't mean I have to like you because you're LGBTQ. I'm gonna like a person or dislike a person based off of them and how they act and how they treat me, how they is around me. That's it. I don't have to accept anything.
Yeah.
Period.
And it's straight people that I don't like or don't deal with. I met in my life that's irritating the same way that they would be for the same reason. I think this way now, so all of that stuff excluded, that don't mean nothing no more because this. Like, I'm not finna be around that person, like, no matter what they is.
I don't like nobody until I like them.
That make a lot of sense, actually.
I don't like nobody until I like them. Seriously. I don't care what you is, what your background is. I don't care. Until I like you, I don't like you. It's just that simple with me.
But I don't know. Yeah, man. I'll tell you this. We ain't canceling no natural woman or no natural women. All right?
No. Like, speaking of trans community too, so I saw this video this week too, and it was like a on the street dude with a microphone walk up to people, and you know what I'm saying, them kind of videos. So he walked up to this dude, and he had a woman with him, and he asked the guy like, "Hey, would you kiss this lady?" And the dude look at her, he like, "Yeah." So he kisses her, right? After he kisses her, the guy informs him. No, the guy asks the woman something, and she like, I think he might have asked her like, was that a good kiss or something, like something along them lines, alleged, somewhere around there. And the person was like, "Yeah, he kissed really good," in like a deep voice. So the dude like looked, and it was a transsexual woman.
I don't think you can say that. You might have to bleep
I'm about to bleep that out. it was a transsexual. It was a transsexual.
Tyler, you got us over there.
We'll edit that whole clip out. But no, it was a transsexual woman that he had, I would say, tricked him to kiss because he never expressed that, hey, this is a transsexual woman.
He did.
He had him kiss the woman,
whatever. And
then afterwards, informed them that it was a transsexual woman. That kind of stuff is deceiving. That's manipulative. And that's the kind of events that when you hear about some of these stories where like a trans woman was hurt or a trans man was hurt or even not even trans, even just like a regular LGBTQ, a gay person, gay man, gay woman was hurt. It's because of stuff like that. Don't be trying to hide your identity. Not all the time, but I'm saying it be stuff like that though. Don't be trying to hide your identity and then inform people after the fact that like, oh, by the way, that's not what's up.
That got brought up. That's when we was talking about Adam 22 and stuff. I don't really listen to him either, but I support like AD and them, so I watch the clips and stuff, like the black dudes on there. But anyways, they was talking. One of the clips had the trans women on there, and they was talking about that. That kind of came up, and I thought that it was good that they had multiple women on there because they was able to dispute with each other because they don't all think that it's cool to not disclose, and then some of them feel like, well, if we not finna do nothing, then I don't have. It's like, no, any interest or whatever, you should disclose just out of whatever. Because if you're not trying to, out of respect. Because if that's what that dude is into, if that's what he's curious about, if that's what he wanna, he's gonna keep doing it anyway. Yeah. If you bad enough, he think you bad enough, he gonna want to do it anyway. Man, so the minute you tell somebody and they totally out, then that just means that's not their thing. And why would that bother you?
If I go to eat pussy and a baseball bat hit me in my forehead, somebody's getting violated. Like,
first of all,
you're getting violated.
That is a dramatic, psychotic experience. I shouldn't even get that far.
You're getting. I'm just saying.
But I know. I feel you.
If you in them situations, like you need to let the person know who you did. Like, I'm not gonna get that far me because I
know what you're saying.
I try to finger the box before I even get there.
Because one of them had the nerve to say that you seen the picture and you could see the Adam's apple on the picture, so you know what you did. No, that's not cool. That's like looking at, you knew that I was going to have a big dick when you seen me. Why are you acting funny now? No, pause. I don't know.
Bro, pause.
No, I'm saying like you tell a girl that.
I'm saying, but like even if you was talking to like if I, that's wild.
I'm just saying you can't just look at, you know what I'm saying, and then see and be like and assume and be like
to a group of trans women, right? And then the person just said that out loud, like, if you can't say I got a big, it's like, whoa.
Well, I would be. This is like if I was on a date with a girl or a girl, I was finna, and then she was like, well, and I was like, well, you seen that, whatever, or you know. But anyway,
that's crazy. That's wild.
I wasn't.
That's wild.
All
due respect to the trans people.
These sensitive subjects, he like, hey, wait, just separate those. Put some space in between them. Because that's you going to be talking to them that's too close. Nah, bro, relax. But, you should disclose whatever if that's what you into, soon as you, or if that's what you is, or that's what you on, up top. And just to let, before whatever, just to let you know, I don't know. I just feel like if you're not trying to hide nothing, if you're not trying to deceive nobody, then what's the point? But I think that's where the natural woman debate, I want that song gone because some of them, they debate is, I want to be a woman, a natural woman.
You're not. You feel like a woman, you identify as a woman. Cool.
And that's great.
That's great.
I'll even say call you she and call you a woman and all of that. But you can't make me say that all the women that I knew in my life, the mother that birthed me.
If you can't birth kids, you're not a natural woman. And they ain't going for the women who's been born who can't birth trip. Like, you're still a natural woman. What I'm saying is, if there was no way if they can't pull eggs out of you, you're not a natural woman.
We gonna get canceled.
If you feel some way,
crazy part about
cancel me. Let me get this off.
I'm telling you,
if you feel some way because genetically, the way your body is made, genetically, you're not. I can't give birth to a baby. No matter how much I love my kids, no matter how much I feel being a parent is one of the greatest things in the world, I cannot have a baby without a woman. It is what it is. If you wasn't born with eggs, you can't have a baby. But you're gonna need an egg. And somewhere you're gonna need an egg.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna come from you, but you're gonna need an egg at some point of this.
I just don't. It's just like stuff that you can't say, but I'm sure it's stuff that people think, people feel, people agree with. I don't think it's hateful or it's like not accepting or whatever the words they use in these days. But it's just like how How you can? Why do I have to change? Like now, I can't listen to Natural Woman because you don't want to believe that it's a such thing as Natural Woman, or people can't say that it's a such thing as a natural woman, or that's hateful. I just don't understand that or get that. If I'm not being hateful or telling somebody else they can't exist in their truth or their life or whatever they want to do. So do whatever you want to do. I'm cool with that. I really don't care. It only stuff like that. It only bothers me with stuff like that because why do you care about if I listen to Aretha Franklin or not?
Sorry to inform you. You know what part of living is? Being offended. That's part of living life. Every human being on earth gets offended. We all come across things we don't like. We all see things that make us feel some kind of way. We all see things that we think should be different. That's part of life. Nobody's exempt from that. Straight, LGBTQ, trans, natural, unnatural, whatever you want to say. Nobody is exempt from that. It's just the world we live in, and it's the world we're going to continue to live in. You can't make everybody happy. You can't worry about trying not to offend. That's why nobody keep it real. Everybody fake, bro. I feel like the majority of the world now is so fake because nobody keep it real. Everybody too worried about what somebody going to say. Oh, what if you get canceled? Oh, what if you offend this group of people? Bro, that's part of life. It's been part of life. It's been life since the beginning of time. It's life. We was in slavery. We ain't even got our 40 acres of the mule that we was promised. I'm offended. Do anybody care? No. Guess what'll happen? I'm gonna have to go my ass to work and keep working to take care of my family.
Yeah, that is a whole nother bigger point, but I ain't finna compare struggles. Let's talk about some funny stuff, man. If your girl asks you to fist her, is you leaving her? I am. I'm leaving. He got to think about it for a minute. I'm gone.
I mean, I'm probably not going to leave.
Nah. I'm not even doing it.
She cool with me getting my midget? Then we good. I fish you. You go give me my little person. And we all
wow.
Good.
That's crazy.
What? You asked the question?
That's wild. Would you? Never mind. Hey. Maybe if...
Everybody got things they enjoy, and it's not my place to judge them. Nah, I don't judge freaky women. I don't judge freaky trans women. I don't judge anybody.
I don't judge freaky women either. But I judge my girl if she want my fist in her.
Why?
Because, man, that's too much. That's a lot.
Maybe she just need more than what you got.
And that's the problem.
Why?
That's a problem.
That's an insecurity thing, Craig.
Let it be what it is. Man. I never said I was without insecurity. I ain't never preached that.
You want me to fish you?
Oh, no, I'll fish hook him. Nah, I'll fish hook him. But I'm not fisting nobody.
I'm being there jabbing your shit. Just I'm at the block. Oh, you squirted.
Oh, nah. Oh, man, that's wild. What's crazy? What if you like fist her and then she like do that thing where like she push you out? She push your whole fist out. That's crazy. That's experience right there.
They can push your whole fist out?
I don't know. I never seen it.
Look, I might be a little weirded out by that one.
That's what I never seen it.
I might have to go whoa. But then again, that means she got some real good muscles.
I didn't think about that part. Yeah. I was thinking about how like this experience she was and how many times she had this done.
I might go get her the immediate ring.
But that like with the muscles,
like, bro, she pushed my fist out.
How quick do it come back after the fist though? Like,
I mean, it come back pretty quick after they have a baby.
Nah, man, it's 6 weeks after a baby.
No, it's not.
That's ridiculous.
That's what they tell you.
I could never. I'm taking the whole 2 months. Put an extra 2 weeks on that thing.
Man,
I'm not. Stuff just happened. A bunch of stuff just happened in there.
Bro, I wish you had kids.
Nah, man, I can't get back in there right now, man.
Bro, because they don't even want to give you no oral. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get back in there.
That's fine, man. That's good. That's probably gonna be the least of my worry. I'm probably gonna be trying to hold it off as long as possible. And I seen a birth too, or I just like.
Yeah, I seen the birth.
So I seen it. There. Oh no. Oh no. That's in my. Oh, I can't even do it.
It's a very unique
just
experience.
Thinking about it.
It's nothing like seeing afterbirth just come gushing out, and your little alien head comes creeping out. And look at you like this.
Bruh, stop it, man.
Stop
it, man. Oh, man.
Interesting experience.
That's not cool, man.
It's great when they open their eyes, but they got this like gooey stuff, and they gotta like peel it off, and then they gotta put this thing in their nose and in their mouth. so they can get all the like gooey's.
No wonder you want your kid to be born.
Exactly.
You're not gonna use that thing again anyway.
This thing is returned to sender.
I know, right?
Give me my kid. I don't want this.
I might use that option for the otherwise. Like, hey, what's gotta happen? Hey, can we do anything?
Straight up. Oh, baby. Oh, you're never having a baby. I already got one of those. You good?
Man, for real.
Straight up.
All them babies in the adoption agency. Let's do something good for humanity.
For real. All right. So I seen something else over the week. Kind of serious story, right? It's a really serious story, actually.
Oh, man.
So I was coming across this story about a girl named, I might pronounce her name wrong. I'm going to say her name was Khaleesi Williams. And this is a story from maybe like, I think it was actually like a year ago, but I just came across it. But she's a 16-year-old girl who was at an Airbnb, get together with her friends. They had did it before, so her parents was okay with her going. They had did this before. And one of her friends' mother was supposed to be the chaperone, made sure everything was straight, was supposed to be in the room the whole time. The young lady started to make a TikTok video and was unfortunately murdered live.
Unalived is what he meant to say. What? This is YouTube. She was unalived on TikTok.
No, she was
unalived.
You can say that.
No.
Say that. You can't say you're gonna do it.
Rest in peace to that lady.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying?
That young lady.
But she was killed on TikTok Live. And I was thinking of like with the events of like that situation, like Kanika Jenkins, Shaquilla Robinson, who just died recently.
Rest in peace to
Rest
them
in peace
ladies.
to all those young black ladies. Is there such thing as being too strict for a parent?
As a person who's not a parent, I say hell no. Like, I'm the type of person that if my nieces, friends, kids, little cousins, anybody like outside or not being seen, I'm the person like, why you letting them outside by themselves? Why ain't nobody watching them kids? Cause I'm like, I watch too many stories and see that too much of like true crime or kidnappings or stuff like, keep them. I used to make fun of the white parents with their kids on the leash. Now it don't seem like that much of a bad idea.
I did too. Now,
like for real, because you never know.
I ain't saying I would do it.
Nah, I could never do it.
But I understand.
Yeah, I understand.
I
could never do it, but I do understand though. But I'm that paranoid person that's like, make sure the kids together, or somebody watching the kids, or make sure everybody's accounted for type stuff. Like that type of stuff make me nervous and paranoid. So I could just imagine if I had my own kid and them 16, 17. First of all, you told your friend that I was chaperoning. I know that's a lie. And I knew it was a lie the last time. Like, every time y'all done this that I was okay, it's been a lie. It's never been a chaperone. And y'all go there and y'all do whatever. No, none of that. You not going. You can't go. And if you do go, I'm chaperoning. I'll go. I'll be there. Because you might not want to just say no, they'll rebel. Fine. I'm chaperoning. I'm coming. It's not finna be I don't think you could be too protective these days at all. It's just it's too much going on.
I just think it's too much going on with both young men and young women. So you got too many young men out here just kind of throwing their life away with being violence, and everybody want to slide and all this other crazy stuff. And then I don't feel like these young black girls is being protected by pretty much anybody at this point. Like, I ain't talking about you grown women. I think y'all be using that just because it sounds good. But a lot of these younger women, there don't seem like there's any protection for these young women. Like, somebody should always be looking over a daughter who's 15, 16, 17, even 21. These are still, like, young women. They growing into womanhood. But I feel like people should be keeping an eye on them. People should be checking on them. People should be making sure they okay. It's crazy that, like, even the Shaquilla Robinson thing, like, she passes off, but all her friends flew back home. That's crazy to me. Yeah. Nobody, and it was a lot of men there. So none of y'all fellas thought, let me make sure she's straight, and then I change my flight. Let me make sure everything, like, that's crazy to me. Like, as a black man, we do need to start protecting, like, our young girls. Stop just allowing them to make bad decisions too. Check it. If you check some of the bad decisions they're making early, I ain't gonna say you can prevent everything. You can't prevent everything.
My bad. Don't keep
what?
When you said check them, I just got to trying to tell, especially a woman, she drunk or she partying.
No, I'm talking about young women. I ain't talking about no grown women. I'm talking about these young, because like it's girls that be 14, 15, and they be doing reckless things, but people be scared to like actually like say something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't want them to get mad, or I don't want them to. Man, them are kids. These are kids. They be treating these kids like adults. They're like, even the way they dress, they wear makeup. They got these little skimpy clothes on. Like, these are kids. Let kids be kids.
Man, I don't know why they make shorts for kids.
Swear to God.
I don't know why they make one. I don't know why they make bikinis. One, I don't know why they make two-piece bikinis. Why do these things exist? Put my daughter in a jogging pants and t-shirt and tell her to go some knee-length shorts under the goddamn t-shirt and tell her to play in the pool. What the fuck? Like, I don't get this stuff, but whatever. So yeah, I agree. Like, I don't know why they doing that or why they. Yeah, but like I say, I don't have kids. I don't whatever.
I don't even think you need to.
Dress how they want.
At this point, you're an elder man in the community. It should be. It takes a community to raise a kid, bro. Yeah. It can't just be like your household raised a kid. No, everybody around should have an input on your kids' upbringing, whether you realize it or not. My environment affected me in Saginaw. My household was one thing, but when you go outside, this still your element you in. It's things that's gonna affect you. It's gonna make you think a certain way. Everybody in the community got to be on the same. Like, it was people in my hood that if they saw you doing something, they'll come grab you by the neck. They ain't gonna. They would literally drag you to your mama house. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really had
that in my neighborhood. They definitely say something to my mama.
We was in the projects, though. It's different. I grew up in the neighborhood. We had houses.
It wasn't the project. It was like the project.
Project-ish.
It wasn't the project. Yeah, it was project-ish. It was.
Ish.
Man, I was just finna say and like brag that I ain't had to deal with that as far as like a teenage girl, especially in like my family and nothing like that. Mm-hmm. But my little cousin is about 13, 14, and she 12, something like that. Anyway, it's coming up, and it's gonna be the first time any of us ever had to deal with any of that, and I'm scared, bruh. I don't know how. I don't know.
I can't even tell you what I'm at my house now. Is
she speaks two languages.
Two teenage daughters.
Oh man,
there and bruh. All I'm gonna say is this: teenage daughters will give you a heart attack. They will give you a damn heart attack. And like when you try, like I'm in more of a stepdad position.
Yeah. Man.
So you got to communicate with the mother, the father. Like it ain't like I can just go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Putting my foot in somebody's ass or nothing. But it's like, it's tough, bro. But I think a lot of that stuff is like, you catch them early enough, you might be able to prevent certain bad decisions. You can't prevent every decision, but you can prevent some of them.
Yeah, all you could do is put them in a position to be smart enough to make the best decisions in whatever they want to do.
Hopefully.
And hopefully we on the way to doing that. But it's still some scary stuff, man. She speaks two languages, so like she know how to speak Spanish. She knew how to speak Spanish since she was like 3 or 4. Like as she was learning English, she was learning Spanish. She could be doing a world of other things, and none of us ever know. None of us speak Spanish. We only know English. I don't know how she got to speak Spanish, but she do. So she could just run. She could have all types of secrets, and we'll never know. That's scary, man. I don't like it.
I mean, but if she raised right, she shouldn't feel the need to hide too many secrets. I'm gonna say too many. She gonna hide something.
Yeah, everybody.
That's what I'm saying. You can't stop. Nothing is all. You ain't stopping everything. People gonna make bad decisions. I made decisions my mama wouldn't even think I did. You know what I'm saying? Some of the people I was around didn't know I did. You know what I'm saying? I was sneaky. But my point is, a kid's gonna make bad decisions, but I feel like I still had a good foundation to start off. So even though I could have made way worse decisions, I never made like super bad decisions that was going to mess up my life going forward. You can easily make a decision when you 15, 16 years old that would affect your life forever. And that's what you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, we can't just do the hands-off approach like, oh, there's somebody else. Nah, like, it take everybody to like get a lot of these kids in order, because I feel like nowadays that's the problem. People do have a hands-off approach. They ain't my kid. I ain't worried about it. But you ain't worried about it until something happens to your child.
Yeah.
That same kid that you was like, I ain't worried about it, and then 3 years later, they do something to your child, and now
I was just going to say, you ain't worried about to that child.
To
do
that child,
something
do something to your child. Exactly.
Hell yeah.
So, just be very much so aware that it takes everybody to help raise these kids in our neighborhoods and our environments.
All right. Speaking of everybody like helping raising kids and taking the village and everything, you ever heard your like friend fucking and then they say something or do something that's fucking hilarious? Like just in another room, in the same room or whatever. Like something
I probably was the one saying something hilarious. My friends would probably say it was me. Like one time, Queese took such and such up to the room.
I don't think I ever heard. I ain't never been in too many situations where like people was around when I was fucking. But it was a time when, I don't know if I told this story on here, but it was a time when one of my girlfriends I was fucking, had a like, you go out of town, get a house, everybody there, whatever, and get your own room, and we in the room, and we was fucking, and her brother walked in on us. But
oh, you told that story.
Yeah, that wasn't that. It was another. I don't know if I should say. Hopefully, nobody listening to this that would know this story.
Who cares? Tell it. You're so worried about everybody
listening. This is a third party story. Somebody told me this story. They was like some friends of mine, and they was like,
that's when they know a nigga lying.
They was.
So it's one friend of mine said,
no a nigga lying.
Every time
really
a nigga say that, a female assume we lying. You be like, so look, one time my boy, they
really
this
was
line
this time though. So anyway, they was fucking this girl, right? You know, the old what you call it? You know, anyway, he was getting hit, he was hitting it from the back or whatever. The other girl. Yeah, whatever. So they was doing that. Now, as he was like, yeah, I think as he was like, hitting it from the back or whatever, and he was looking at, my friend, in the front getting hit and shit. And he was saying at one point, no, my bad. He was getting hit and my friend was hitting it from the back because you could only see this part, the upper part. So he said at one point while he was getting hit, he looked up at my friend in the back, and my friend was kind of skinny. And he said the way he was looking, he was fucking like this. He was looking like Mr. Burns. And that visual never left my head. And I laugh about it every time now. Because it's like, if something like that happened, if you like fucking the girl with your guy or you fucking in the same room as your guy, and they do something or say something, that's in the friendship now. Like, you never gonna forget that. Like, you was like, oh, this nigga sound like if you know what your friend sound like when he come. That's weird, man. That's weird, bruh. I'm so grateful I never had to deal with that. But that's weird as fuck if you know what your friends sound like when he come.
First off, it's like rules to train. Have I ever expressed
I wouldn't know, man. I'm only speculating.
It's training rules. One rule is at no point should you ever see your homeboys, your boy's your boy. You know what I'm saying? You should never see your boy's boy. Number one.
Oh, man.
And it's only two acceptable positions to run a chick. One dude getting head and the other dude knocking from the back, right? Now, y'all can't even be standing up while this happened. Because now the dude who hitting it from the back, he got too much of a view potential to see somebody got to be sitting down.
This sounds like way too much strategic work to get some pussy, man.
Bro, it's rules and regulations of running these chicks, bro. You can't be out here just, you know what I'm saying? It's rules, bro.
And that's probably what he meant, because he probably meant so I'm sitting down.
Yeah, he should have been sitting down.
Yeah, so that now it look even funnier because he really just sit.
With dino arms over there.
Bro, that had me dying laughing. I never forgot that.
I may have allegedly ran a couple chicks with the homies and but we knew the rules. It was it's unspoken rules. You don't even got to speak about them. It's just rules to smut somebody out.
I just feel like that's way
How much time
too
we
much
got,
work.
Tyler? We'll be sitting on. We ain't even got time for. I like doing the morality test. We gotta do a quick morality test.
We'll do a quick one real quick and then get out of here. I'm gonna pull a random one up. You right. I ain't even what's the name?
But morality test. This is getting fun now. I like these morality tests.
All right. Look, why is everything going against me now?
Craig is destroying our morality test. He the one brought this to the podcast, and now
You
that I
know what?
enjoy it, he ain't even come prepared with a
I ain't
morality
gonna
test.
lie. I thought it was gonna be a different one, or I was gonna have a different one or whatever. So I didn't have one planned, but I do got one. I'm gonna pull one up now. It's gonna be so random because I ain't even gonna have time to like look and choose. That's one of my biggest things. Like, oh man, it's too many choices. Which one? It's a good one. I ain't got the time right now, so we just finna go through.
Pick a Randy.
Yeah, as soon as it load up, you see I'm on the page. It's taking all day though. Acting funny style with me. All right.
Let's see what we got.
Let's test your morality. You are out on a date with your significant other when you look over and see your sibling on a date with someone else. You are very happy and excited to see them, and you get up to go say hi. Your sibling sees you walking up to them and their eyes widen in fear. You're confused as to why your sibling is not happy to see you, but when you look over to their date, everything makes sense. Your sibling is on a date with your best friend's fiance. You are in shock, so you walk away and sit back at your table. As you sit back at your table, you get a call from your best friend. They tell you that their fiance had to leave out of town for business and see if you wanted to hang out tonight. Do you tell your best friend that their fiance is cheating on them with your sibling, breaking up an engagement and ruining your relationship with your sibling forever? Or do you say nothing, letting your best friend marry a cheater in order to keep the peace and save the relationship between you and your sibling? Let's test your morale.
Well, for me, this is easy.
Easy.
Fuck my sibling.
Easy. What?
Fuck my sibling. I told you I don't care about my siblings.
You is wildin', bro.
Hey, my friends more family than my siblings. I'm calling bro right away. Hey, bro, I'm looking at this bitch right now.
You bogus.
I'm finna violate both of them,
With
bro.
my brother, cause you believe
Fuck
it?
my little
you
brother. I don't
bogus.
even like him. Hey, violate both of them, bro.
You bogus,
Hey.
bro. That was soon as she said, cause when she said sibling, I'm like, okay.
She should have said best friend. She said sibling, and I was like, oh, this is easy.
Either way, soon as when sibling come up, I'm like, what I gotta do? Cause I'm like, how can I ride for my brother? Like whatever the case.
You got a good relationship with your brother.
Soon as she said best friend, the wife. So hey, bro, you gonna have to be hurt a little bit. I ain't saying nothing. I'm not saying not at the risk of my. Nope, I ain't saying nothing.
Tell my best friend.
I got a whole nother story about that though.
Tell my best friend. Any of them. Now it would have been more a conundrum if it would have been two of my best friends. Then I would have been like,
now you got to say which best friend is it. Now you got to weigh that.
that's hard. I can't. They both my bros, so it's like that become a little rough. But my blood brother.
Wow, his blood brother easy, but it was like these two best friends. Those my bros, man. I don't know.
He gonna be signing out like you finna sign us out of this episode. He gonna be signed out. He getting up out of here. Straight up.
No, I'm riding with my brother on that, man. I might even say something. What's up? Hey, you know it's all good with me, y'all. If y'all need a place to dip, we can double date now because I'm gonna hold it down. But
he wouldn't even know that that's who it is. She would know. She gonna look like, oh, we gotta get out of here. He gonna be like, oh, that's my brother. We good?
Exactly. He definitely gonna know.
I'm like, oh, you think so? The text has already been sent, bro.
Matter of fact, stay right there.
Straight up, don't even move.
All right,
I might keep him there.
Oh, y'all leaving? I got a dessert for y'all coming. Y'all
I
leaving?
just ordered y'all some shots. Chill out. Sit down.
Man, it's been another episode of I'm Almost Joking podcast. I'm been one half of the Disrespective Collective. Craig Smith, a.k.a. Sense of Life, here with.
It's your boy Queese, a.k.a. Dash. Y'all here next week for episode 56. Shout out to my boy Tyler, my boy Corey, Radio 22, Everything 22. Everybody hit the like button. Share these videos, show some love, man. We out here doing our thing. We'll see y'all next week. We out. Dizzle.